So we're actually on. Seriously? Really?
It is alive!
Well, and how many hours, Rich, today have you been working on this? Hello, Rich?
I don't know. I put about 5 minutes into it.
5 hours?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sounds
seems
like
like
it.
forever.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're here. We didn't expect to be here, but we're here. And so we're glad you're with us on the 23rd of December, 2015. I'm not sure where that year went. Every year seems to go by just a little bit faster, to be honest with you. But it is that time of year. Let me begin by saying thanks. Someone sent me real tea, because they say my rooibos is not real tea. And, which, on one level hurts. I'm not sure why this doesn't want to stay in my ear today. On one level it sort of hurts, I mean, telling people that the tea that they really like really isn't tea is sort of snobbish, But they made it better by sending me all this real tea. The problem is it's in these big bags. I have no earthly idea what to do with it. Because the only way I know how to make tea is you boil water and you put a tea bag in. I don't have any of the fancy stuff. There are tea making things.
Tea balls, isn't it?
I don't know.
You little metal thing. It's got perforations in the bottom. It's a tea ball.
Is that what you do?
And it's got a chain on it. And you put a certain amount of raw tea in there, and you dip it in, and the whole 9 yards.
I guess that's the next thing we need to put on the ministry resource list.
Us coffee drinkers would look at you and say, isn't by the very nature of drinking tea snobbish to begin with?
Well, but it just tastes so much better than that coffee stuff does. Anyway, and this goes over real well in the UK. But thank you for the tea. I'll eventually figure out if you wanted to drink, you might want to send some instructions. Anyways, and then I mentioned this on Facebook, and someone thankfully got it for me. I love this shirt, and someone sent one in. I don't know who. There wasn't a name attached. If you see me collapse, pause my Garmin. There, you know what makes that shirt so cool is that's pretty much how most cyclists think. If you see me collapse on the bike and fall off, run over and pause my Garmin so my time won't be messed up, because as soon as I come to consciousness, I'm getting back on. And that's especially for those of us who do Strava segments, and you know who you are, every one of you out there that does Strava, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Once you regain consciousness, if you were that close, you had the KOM in sight, you're just gonna keep going. I love that shirt. That's great. I'm not sure that it'll show up on the dividing line again, but I will definitely wear it. That's great. Thank you very, very much for that. By the way, you haven't had time, but I wonder how the ministry resource list is doing. Maybe you could let me know. I don't know how many years ago it was, the ministry resource list took off, and man, that really helped a lot. And I put a couple of items back on the ministry resource list. Because one of them actually is that set right there, except you go, why would you need two of those? Because we're going to send that set. You need to remind me. I need to walk out of the studio with that set in my hand, because we're sending it to you-know-who and replacing it with a 3-volume version of the same one. So that's one of the things on the ministry resource list. So if you can look up the MRL on the website and assist us in that way, that's always very, very, very helpful as well. Thank you for that. It's that time of year, my favorite time of the year. Someone finds my lack of Kuji disturbing. I wore one last time, and I'm sort of wondering if there really wasn't any problem at all with the stream. It's just there was a act of sabotage or Kujophobia on the other side of the screen, something like that. I don't know, but
Kujistage.
Sabotage,
Sabotage,
Kujistage. Okay,
yes.
all right. I'm not sure if that works.
By the
Who's to
way,
say?
there's one item left on the ministry resource list.
Only one.
And that is the integrated encyclopedia of the Quran, which is cha-ching. But, people are whittling away at it. Since we changed it to where you can actually,
do portions of it instead of the whole
portions,
thing. Right. That helps, right.
Yeah.
So, that we got to get that taken care of because that was in there. Okay, good. One of the main reasons I'm not wearing my Kuji today is because I'm speaking at church tonight. And the tradition at our church is you wear a tie, and I will have a festive, Christmassy bow tie on this evening. I just didn't put it on for the program, which maybe I probably should have, I guess. But it's in the other room. Too late for that anyway. So that's why there is no Kuji today. So I hope you can allow me to get past all of that. I saw an article on... well, thank you, Armin. That was Armin. I wondered. So good, there wasn't any name attached to it, and so I guess I went to the PO box. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah, we get things delivered to us without any return address or names on it.
Right.
We call the sheriff, get the bomb squad out, go through that protocol.
Blow them up, and then what's left is given to us.
So the shirt did fairly well.
Yeah, it did pretty well given the explosion. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yes, there was an article, and Justin Brierley responded to my mentioning it. Tuesday, December 22nd, that was yesterday, the writing could be on the wall for free speech if extremism disruption orders, EDOs, are introduced next year. The Christian Institute and the National Secular Society have warned. In a rare joint statement, Institute Director Colin Hart and the CEO of NSS, Keith Porteous-Wood, highlighted the dangers of introducing overly broad legislation using vague definitions. They warned that the plans could inadvertently turn millions of ordinary citizens into potential extremists virtually overnight. The statement reads, "The vital importance of free speech is an issue on which both our organizations have always agreed. We have previously been able to see off an attempt to make it illegal to be annoying in public." How